Solve the equation 5 times the quantity of x minus 2 equals negative 2 times the quantity of 12 minus 9x and then plus x. The first step here is going to be to eliminate the parentheses, and we'll do that using the distributive property. So we'll distribute 5 times x, which is 5x, and then 5 times negative 2 is negative 10, so minus 10, and then equals negative 2 times 12 is negative 24. Negative 2 times negative 9x, well, that's positive 18x, and then plus this other x out here. Okay, the next step is to combine like terms. There's nothing that can be combined on the left, but look on the right. This 18x plus x can be combined. So I'm going to rewrite it. 5x minus 10 equals negative 24 and then plus 19x. The next step is going to be to get all the x terms on one side and then all the numbers on the other side that don't have an x. What I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 5x. Why subtract 5x? Why not the 19x? Well, I like to keep the x's positive if possible. And if you subtract the 5x, you're going to end up with a positive result over here. You'll see in just a minute. So 5x minus 5x equals 0, and then bring down the negative 10. And that equals negative 24. And then 19x minus 5x is 14x, so plus 14x. And again, notice that this is positive. You could have subtracted 19x, would have given you a negative x on the other side. That would have been okay too. Next step, I want to get this 14x by itself, so I'm going to add 24 to both sides. Plus 24. And then negative 10 plus 24 is 14. And negative 24 plus 24 is 0, so I'm just left with 14x here. Divide by 14 because the 14 times x. And we're going to get 1 equals x. Okay, now just to make sure, I'm going to do a quick check up top here and make sure it works. I'm going to put a 1 here, here, and here, and use a mental math just to make sure I have the right answer. 1 minus 2 is negative 1. And then 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. So that means this side over here is negative 5. And then put in the 1 here. 12 minus 9 is 3. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And then plus 1, that's negative 5. Negative 5. Okay, so I checked both sides of the equation. Negative 5 equals negative 5, which means that x equals 1 has to be the correct answer. It's always a good idea to check your work, especially on quizzes and tests.